Alright, this is Kiel Mansa with Tech Talks with Kiel Mansa. This is the third episode. On the first episode, we discussed what is technology. Pretty much just went over the fact that it's utilizing information for a purpose and gathering it, taking a scientific approach to information for a purpose. And in the second Tech Talk, we basically asked the question, why does technology matter? And we realized that we can utilize this information to accomplish different things in the world. So if we're solution-oriented people, that's pretty important. You know, for the third Tech Talk, I just think that it's kind of important to think about appreciating technology. You know, how can we appreciate technology? And a lot of times, you know, it's like a person and any other thing in life. Sometimes we can't appreciate it until we could imagine life or experience life without something that we, you know, sometimes it is until we don't have something that we start to appreciate what it really is. So I just like to take a moment for this third Tech Talk to think about what life would be like without technology. You know, just what would life be like without scientific approaches to information, taking scientific approaches to information and for a purpose. You know, what would it be like without knowledge and applying knowledge and finding things out and creating solutions? And what would life be like without the different machines that's involved in this process and different devices that we have and we're dealing with in this process? It's a pretty interesting question. I mean, there wouldn't be any cars, we wouldn't have any homes, you know, we wouldn't have any lights, we wouldn't have no phones, no tech, no cell phones, wouldn't be no iPhones, no Android phones, wouldn't be no light poles. We would have light of the sun, of course. That if the universe didn't have technology, we wouldn't even have that, because, you know, there's some higher power that's utilizing systems, solar systems, that's basically planets and universes, and it's organized. So we don't get into that. But if we, as humanity, didn't utilize technology, we wouldn't have these things, light poles, we wouldn't have phones, phone apps, we wouldn't have games. You wouldn't even be able to see me in this way right now, because we wouldn't have this app, wouldn't have YouTube, wouldn't have planes. Planes is a collection of technology. We wouldn't have planes. Transportation would be all whack. It would be totally different. Take people years to get different places if you just used your body. Boats, we wouldn't have boats. We wouldn't be able to put the systems together to have boats. Transportation just sucked. Bikes even. Wouldn't even be any bikes if technology wasn't utilized for our benefit. Most medicines, whether they're man-made medicines, definitely wouldn't exist. I so happen to look at fruit as medicine, and proper breathing and stress-free lifestyle. That naturally would occur. We would have access to that. Yeah, if the universal technology wasn't in existence, we wouldn't even have access to that. So technology is really deep. It's affecting all of our lives, every aspect of our lives. And since it is a scientific application of knowledge for a specific purpose, starts to think we wouldn't have organizations. We wouldn't even have companies. We wouldn't have books. You know, people wouldn't even be able to create books, because books have a purpose, so you wouldn't be using no knowledge for a purpose. Wouldn't have the Bible. Wouldn't have any group of words or stories to help people in any way, because we wouldn't be using information for any purpose. You know, and that's what technology is, taking a scientific approach to information for a purpose. Wouldn't have religions, of course. Wouldn't, you know, I don't know if that would be a good or bad thing. Wouldn't have any governments, but it just would be a lot of stuff we wouldn't have. I wouldn't have this shirt on. I don't know what I'd be wearing. So technology isn't just things that we think they are. It's a lot that has to do with technology, as we just thought about. And life without technology, I think it would suck, period. So if you ever find yourself interested in things in this world, interested in technology, and don't feel bad about that, you know, because to be interested in tech is to be interested in life.